Hi, today I'm going to be doing the TechProtectus Superior iPad case. So before I go into setting everything up and doing a drop test, I want to go over how to put this case on. So when you get the case, it'll come in two separate pieces. One is the screen and one is the case for the back. So on the screen, as you can see, it's blue right now, but it's not actually supposed to be blue. Before you put it on your iPad, make sure you take off this cover. It's really easy, just a plastic cover. And then on the back, there's another part right here, a blue screen. And now obviously, as you can see, it's see-through. But we're not done yet. We still have this part. As you can see, this part also has a protective sleeve, or I guess plastic covering. Make sure you take that off. And also, there's one in the back. I accidentally took it off, but it's going to be on yours, so make sure you take that off so that you can see clearly through your iPad. So now that we're done, we can put in the iPad. So to put it on, it's really easy. Also, all you have to do is slide it in and pop it in. So every single corner, make sure you push it in, or else your iPad's not going to be fitted properly. This corner, push it in, and then this corner is also pushed in. So once you know that it's put in correctly, you can put on the top part of this protector. So make sure that you line it properly. Don't do it upside down. Do it like this. And again, every single corner, make sure you push it in. So here, push it in, go all the way down and push it in. And then this way, push it in. Perfect. This side, push it in. And then on the top, lastly, the top part will be a little bit harder, but don't worry, give it a little push and it's gonna go in. So once it's in, make sure you check it, every single corner. Put in properly. If you don't do this properly, it could prevent your iPad from being protected, so make sure you do it correctly. Now that it's done, our case is practically put on properly. So I'm going to do some few tests on the screen. So as you can see, I can type everything properly. So as you can see, well, I can type ABC. Very easy. The screen is working very well, as if it's, you know, the regular screen. And also you can see it's very protective. It's kind of like a layer, so when you're typing it, you're not damaging the screen. And I think that's very nice about this case. Not only does it protect the outside, it also protects the screen. So additionally, we also can look at the sides of this case. As you can see, it all has this type of up and down ridges, which is really good because when you hold the iPad, it fits nicely on your fingers, very comfortable. So especially kids, they like to bring the iPad everywhere. So be able to hold it comfortably is something that's very important, and you can do it this way too, comfortably, both sides. Also, if you look at the corners, they're all very thick, but as you can see, when it falls, it has that impact protection. This is made out of silicone, and even though silicone is a softer material, it is very protective. So as you can see, it's like this for every single corner. And on the back, we have a kickstand. So as you can see, kids always like to use iPads to watch TV or watch a movie or something like that, or just to watch a educational show. So this is very helpful. So they don't have to, you know, use a computer to prop it up, or like a bottle. This one has it right away. You just snap it in and you can't press on it. So once again, I can type like that. I'm trying to push it really hard right now and it's not moving. I can even try to hit it. It's not falling. It's very durable. If you look at it closely, it's very thick. So as you know, if anything ever happens, kids are usually pretty rough with things, so hopefully, you know, even if they try to, this will not break. And to simply put it away, you just have to push it and it snaps, and then you close and just push it down, and it's good to go. Lastly, we have the pencil holder. It's a little bit dark, but as you can see right here, this is for the Apple Pencil. So if the school provides students with Apple Pencils, you can slide that right in. Obviously, I have a pen here. I don't have an Apple Pencil, but it's gonna go in straight like that. And you can secure the Apple Pencil. So this way you don't lose your Apple Pencil, and you know that it's always gonna be with the iPad. So if you guys provide that, this is gonna be very helpful to make sure it stays in the same place. Hi, so now I'll be doing the drop test for the iPad case. So as you can see, the iPad is working properly right now, and we'll get started with the drop test. So we'll be doing it from 2 different heights. So the first one is going to be from 4 feet. So using this measuring tape, we measured up to 4 feet, and I kind of marked it. And up to 6 feet, which is marked right here. I will be dropping the iPad from higher than 6 feet, mainly because I can't reach past that. I will actually be throwing the iPad above 6 feet to make sure that it can sustain a high drop. So we'll first start off with 4 feet, which is right here. So, right here. 3, 2, 1. So let's take a look at the iPad. So still working great as it should be. Now we'll drop it from past 6 feet. I will be throwing it a little bit above 6 feet so that we can see how it can sustain a tall drop. So that's where I marked it previously. So right there, I'm gonna throw it up a little bit. So 3, 2, 1, go. So let's take a look. Everything's still intact like it should be, and screen is working properly. So it has passed the drop test. Now that we've done the drop test, I'm just going to kind of take it off just to show you guys the iPad and make sure you know it's still okay. Just a warning, taking off the iPad case is probably much harder than you would expect putting it on, mainly because it's one, to protect the case so it doesn't fall off when it drops and everything. So I'm going to show you how to do that in case you're wondering, because it is very hard to take off. So if you see on this corner right here, I usually like to use this corner. It's the easier corner to use to take it off because it's pretty hard. You just kind of have to lift it up. You're gonna hear a pop, and that's when you know it has lifted. That took a lot of force. My finger kind of had a dent in it, but it's very difficult, so just be careful when you're taking it off. And once that's up, just kind of slide your fingers through to kind of release it from every single side, and once you do that, it pops off. So the hardest step is probably getting that first corner off. Once that's done, you can put that aside. The next part is also the second part of this case, which is the bottom part. This part too is a little bit difficult, actually quite difficult. So you can it doesn't matter which corner you start with, they're all pretty much the same. So you kind of have to use both hands and just kind of push it out. Once you push it out, hold it there, and you gotta do it again on this corner. Very difficult. Ooh. Okay, and once that pops off, you kind of have to slide your finger down there and push it up. And then it's finally out. So that's how you take it off. And now let's take a look at the iPad. Seems to me like it's pretty good, working in pretty good condition. I can still type, can still use it. It's working properly. So I would say this case is a pass for me. Hi, so we did the indoor drop test for this iPad yesterday, and currently, as you can see, it's still working good. So I'm going to use this as the test to drop it from outside. So I'm going to throw it as high as I can in the air. Usually kids do not, throw their iPads in the air and drop it. So hopefully this can help you see how much it can sustain when dropping or falling. So I'm just going to kind of swing it up, and we'll see if it still survives. So I'll do it in 3, 2, 1. So as you can see, screen's not cracked. Screen still works. So it passed.
Drop it again, higher.
Oh, I could drop it again. Yeah.
As higher as possible. No, higher.
That's high.
Not high enough. As higher as possible.
Okay. As you can see, case is dirty, but screen is fine. Nothing has fallen out. Screen works. We're good.